Right, guys, welcome to the Rain and Pain podcast, episode 2. I'm joined with my host over to the left, beats up kids for a living, Charlie Gray. How are we doing, Charlie?
I'd just like to point out it wasn't for a living. I wasn't paid for it. So if HMRC are after me for that, it was all voluntary.
Yep. Nearly saw some black belt judo last night, but was able to resolve some situations and keep it moving forward, weren't we, Charlie?
We were, mate.
Amazing. And our guest today for the Rain and Pain is Mr. Terry McDonnell, Joe McDonnell, fitness barn enthusiast, fitness barn sponsorship. How are we doing, Joe?
This is where I come in.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, really good, thanks. Buzzing for Saturday. Gutted I missed last night's training session because it sounded like the exact kind of session I'd have been down for.
Amazing.
It was violent, Joe.
Yeah.
It was. And just for the viewers, Joe, why are you known as Toey?
I've got a genetic disorder that makes me really fast. So I've got one long, big toe. But unfortunately, it does mean I have to have a stronger right leg to keep me going in a straight line because the toe's on my left foot. Thanks to Harry for giving me that disorder in training a few years ago.
Yes, it was an unfortunate event that saw Terry McDonnell, miss half the season.
Yeah, but it did lead to me hibernating in the fitness barn where I became almost an NFL standard athlete.
Yep.
But just not quite.
Yeah, big up Paul Cook.
Thanks, Paul.
Thanks, Paul.
Yeah.
Thanks, Fitness Barn. Thanks, Allenby Stevenson's for my sponsor. And Ed Nichols Farrier, who still needs a new van, so we need to get this monetized again, please.
Go, boys.
Yeah. Well, how will he get Dean to the games if he doesn't have that van?
He'll have a horse box.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get him a
Trailer
trailer.
in the back.
Yeah. That'll all be going in the price with
Amazing. Right, Joe, we're gonna kickstart with some fun and light questions for you, mate.
Okay.
If you're willing to answer a few.
Well, we'll see.
Well, I'll start us off then.
Do you not want to ask me why I'm topless and why I'm bicep curling?
Pardon?
Do you not want to ask me why I'm topless and why I'm bicep curling?
No, we know.
Why?
Because you want to look cool.
You want to beat up more kids on Thursday?
But I do, yeah. But that's not actually what happened. What happened was last Saturday I was defending in the back line, and their noun shouted, "They've got a fat lad in defence. Isolate him."
Oh,
Personal.
Yeah, and I
there's
said,
no need for that.
and then they went blind, and I went, "Excuse me, mate. I'm really sorry." But I knew he was talking about me because I looked left and I had Dougie on my left and Ed Nichols on my right. Since Saturday, because Stephen, you've awoken the beast, lads. All I've been doing is eating lettuce and doing bicep curls since Saturday.
You didn't have those abs on Saturday.
I know. I was fat on Saturday.
Yeah.
We've had a 10-kilo cut in the space of 3 days, 4 days.
In a space of 3 kilos. Yeah, it's incredible.
Oh,
Yeah.
Can't wait to see it in action on Saturday.
And we're now sitting at. So just to let Stephen know, officially I've dropped from 101 kilos, weighed in at 99.8 yesterday. So
Wow.
New year, new me.
Joe McDonnell, we've got a lot of teammates in our team this year, haven't we? We've got a good depth in squad.
Yeah.
If you had to pick one teammate to survive on a desert island with, who would it be and why?
Eddie Nichols. Because we have survived thick and thin together in the past. Yes, there's a lot of shouting. Yes, there's a lot of hatred. But I think we'd probably be able to start a new race together by creating some kind of... Is it a sandy desert or a snowy desert?
I would say a hot sandy one.
Yeah, we'd be able to create like some kind of sand people race that would rise up and probably, go back and take over the humans.
Yeah. Who's the feminine one in the relationship?
I'd probably say it's more like a lesbian relationship where we're both feminine.
Feminine.
We both hold a lot of feminine traits, except the mustaches. I think that's why it works so well.
Have you got? I know you were planning on talking about and touching on this. Lesbian and same couple, same-sex couples. Do you have the headband you wanted to wear?
Yes. Sorry. Had to get it off the dog because we're obviously teaching him. He's just a puppy. We're
What do you
teaching
mean him? Sorry, what do you mean him?
normal.
What do you mean him?
Teaching them that is very normal. So he wears it
Who?
when I'm not. Gilbert. He wears it.
Thank you.
They.
Just like to point out, we are an inclusive podcast for everyone watching. Right, so Joe, you're not exactly famous for your defence. Paul Cook, our head coach, described you as a turnstile last week.
Have you heard the new one?
Oh, no.
He calls me Toey the Tickler now.
Better to be Toey the Tickler than a toe tickler.
I don't like it,
Exactly.
personally.
Well, it's one that you need to prove people wrong on, isn't it?
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
But my question to you is, if you could pick an animal to tackle for you, what animal would you choose?
I've always got to go to. It's just got to be a polar bear.
Yeah.
It would just not let anything through.
So what sort of traits do you and a polar bear have in common?
Very much intelligence.
They're both bears.
Yeah, both bears. Hunting ability. I could probably find salmon in the Antarctic, wherever they're from. Massive, as well. Similar kind of body position as well.
Yeah. To be fair, before Joe became Toey, he was actually known as Big Joe. Self-proclaimed, but Big Joe.
Yeah,
was...
no one other than me has ever called me Big Joe.
Oh, polar bear. Charlie, any thoughts on an animal to tackle for you? Even though you're not bad at tackling yourself, apart from Saturday. But
To be fair, I had a back injury, lads. First 20 minutes was very rope. It was very ropey. It was very, how you say, Joe McDonnell. What would I pick? Scorpion, mate.
Oh, sting.
Don't see it coming. Bang into the ankle. They think they've got past you. Dead.
Like, Stampy tackled me last night. That was terrible.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, I know. It was fun though. So, a scorpion and a polar bear.
Do you know about Stampy's Lions top thing?
No.
Please.
Came to training and I'm going to ruin the story now. Came to training and someone said to him, "I didn't know you were Welsh, Stampy." He said, "No, neither did I. I thought it was a Welsh jersey. It was really cheap on Level Rugby." He came in wearing it. Did I say Welsh jersey? I meant to say Lions jersey.
Yeah.
He came in wearing a Welsh jersey thinking it was a Lions one.
Toey.
Yeah.
One of your very good rugby traits is your brain. You're very intelligent around the rugby pitch. So, here's a great question. If you're coaching a team for one game, what coaching philosophy implementation would you give to the team?
Jeez. It's one that I don't actually do myself unless I've got the ball. I just don't do it in D. When I went to South Africa, did a rugby tour there, they all believed that they were the biggest and the best player on that pitch and that they were going to get the better of their man. Every time they did something, they were better than the other person. And from 1 to 15, no matter how big or small they were, they all genuinely believed that they were either going to bosh you, smash you, get you out of the ruck, whatever. So that really just always back yourself and just always believe you're the best, because then you'll be the best.
And you believe like that when you've got the ball, just not when you don't have the ball?
Only in attack, yeah.
So
tackling, unless it's
something you're working on.
Second team. I'm not really that fussed.
Something you're working on though.
Working on. Improvements have been made.
I would say, Joe McDonnell, when you're in contact, you're a strong lad. I don't know, maybe it's just a footwork thing, because I think I wouldn't say you're terrible.
Maybe you need to ask Ed Nichols to get his friend Genji round to give you some tips on some contact area.
Yeah, or maybe I would just pop in the back of the van with Big Dean and have a little session in there.
That could be quite a good session actually. I might come watch that one.
It's tight.
I don't imagine so. No.
No.
So, Mr. Joe McDonnell, game day superstition. Talk to me. Your perfect game day, what is it? And then what's your pre-match ritual?
Recently changed.
Oh. Go on, Terry, talk to us.
It starts on Friday. It starts with hydration.
Is this your new one or your old one?
Maybe new. It's been just getting, you know what I mean? The more professional I get with the fitness barn, the more comprehensive my pre-game rituals have to be.
Okay.
To fuel this absolute beast, it takes some doing.
Yep.
So it starts on Thursday after training. Hydration. You've got to get hydrated.
Now, is
Good
that
meals.
1 Guinness or 2 Guinness?
No, not vodka, lime and soda. Not vodka, lime and soda at the pub with the boys on a Friday.
Yeah.
So corporate.
Yeah.
So hydration Friday. Pasta for lunch. Pasta for tea. Just smash a load of pasta.
Carbo load, I like it.
Yeah. Wake up 8 o'clock Saturday morning. Take the dog out. Have a little, get myself warmed up for the day. Then shake with oats, banana, honey, some seeds that I've got, and protein powder. Smash that and a banana. Did I say banana?
You did say banana.
Not 2 bananas, just 1 banana. Smash that. Then Boston sausage, but not the sausage, just the butchery. 2 bits of their bacon with a bagel, 2 eggs, brown sauce. Smash that. Electrolytes, Barocca, 3 coffees, get to raisin, and
Stomach ache.
not tackle anyone. Yeah. Also, it's important to do 2 poos, because one is in weight loss. Second one, that is when you're getting battle ready. That's toxins. That's all your sins and anything bad that you've said, done, whatever throughout the week. That's all cleansing your body. And rock music all the way to an emo rock music,
It's
quite aggressive.
Yeah, we did have some. We had some very, very good bad music last Saturday.
You're welcome.
When we walked in the changing rooms, there was what was on? Let me think. Some Fallout. Was it Fallout Boy? Maybe. Good Charlotte, something like that. Yeah,
Joe,
so
we did have a good music ride down to Ashbourne that one time, didn't we, as well?
It gets emotional sometimes.
It does. Charlie, any superstitions?
Um,
You said slight. You're not super, but you are stitious. So
yeah, well, I think I learned early on that it's unlucky to be superstitious. So
I had a physics teacher that was a Marine, and he always used to say, I don't believe in luck, I believe in probability. And that was quite cool.
I like that.
So in terms of superstitious, what do I have? No, mate, I rock up. I've been very, very, since my return to rugby, I've been very unpolitical. I only learned what league we're in like last week.
I don't even know what league we're in.
Depends
Then you'll
if you're
learn
the
this
ones or
week.
the twos.
Oh,
Well, 3 at this rate. Deuce didn't even want me last week. I got dropped to the first team. Believe it or not, it's not the first time that's happened either.
punishment.
Amazing. I've got one superstition where I like to walk around the pitch by myself before the warm up. Bit of a weird one. Don't know why I do it. Just like to.
Would you go through Harry Lightfoot's mind while he's
Just-
walking around the pitch?
I think I just look for potholes because obviously I'm a hot stepper nowadays, so you got to watch out for them holes. We don't want any ankle breaks apart from the oppositions. So
So that's what you're doing. You're inspecting the ground.
yeah,
Yeah.
inspecting
You're surveying.
the ground. Yep.
Fair play, mate. Fair
Thank
play, mate. I never make more than 50. I never do more than 15 meters work at a time, so I don't really have that problem. I just look and then go. It's much easier. I recommend it. If there was a rugby skills contest, all right, you can create your own challenge. Which one would you nail, and which one would you bomb? So you got to make. What's your best stat? What's your worst stat?
Furthest pass
Yeah.
with slight accuracy. No one would beat me at that.
Okay.
See you tomorrow night.
Both hands.
See you tomorrow night.
No one would beat me.
See you tomorrow night.
Harry Lightfoot, have you ever passed a rugby ball?
I used to be a scrum half. So
I used to be a baby. I'm not sucking tits anymore, mate.
I passed on Saturday. Just went a bit backwards, and Doug dropped it.
So there we go. And that was a 5 meter pass. So that's him out of the running, Joe.
Yeah.
You just got
I'm
a big
winning that.
to deal with
I'm
now.
winning that at the rugby club. No one's passing the ball further than me.
Okay. And which one would you not do very good at?
Well, I feel like we've touched on it a couple of times.
We'll keep touching on it.
Tackling.
Or
It'd be
Joe.
interesting to start everyone smallest to biggest in a line, and they all just run at me one at a time and see like how far I can get through the team before I.
But the smaller ones are more difficult because they step.
They're not allowed. It's a really small
run
challenge.
it straight
Run
challenge.
straight at me.
Straight.
Yeah, just straight, run straight at me.
Love that. All right. So let's new question. Who do you really want to see in a run it straight challenge, and who do you really not want to see in a run it straight challenge? Who would you love to line up and have a real go at? And you think, oh, I can.
Lloyd.
Lloyd.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's. I do it in touch. I do it not in training or games.
Mm-hmm.
Just throwing them about. It's just fun.
Just ragdolling Lloyd.
And who would you least like?
It makes me feel so big and strong. Who would I least like
to see running at you in a straight line?
There are different kinds of nasty when people are running at you. Some people like to get the boots up there. Some people like to use their arms and legs and their head or whatever. It's probably Dino Dean.
Interesting.
Or Pryor.
You know who I'd say?
I'd have gone Sam Lampard for me, but
yeah, big old boy can
his
shit.
weight distribution for a first up tackle is
tough. He's a tough wrestle. Do you know who the worst one is?
Politely.
Go on.
Oh, sorry, you go.
No, but Big Joe McDonnell touched on it. The worst one I don't want to see is Big Will Inman, because he's just all knees and legs and toes, size 16 feet that his knees lift up, and he's just and the boy can travel at 120 keys.
Yeah,
he's coming in. That's it. You got to get your head in the spokes there.
We guess it from Spen, doesn't it?
That's the one in the same.
Yeah.
And you'd want Max, right, Charlie?
Who's Max?
Your friend from last night.
Oh, the kid. Oh yeah. No. Don't be mean. He was. Listen, he's a big boy and he's scary. I don't want him running down my channel.
Yeah. They really should stop under sixes training being at the same time as first team training, shouldn't they?
Listen, lads, you can't handle the heat. You get out of the kitchen. That's what I say. Right. If our rugby club had a talent show, who's doing what? And what talent would you show off?
Non-rugby related.
I'd probably sing a song.
Well,
an Irish country song.
Please.
Now.
Just a little something.
2 or 3 lines, yeah.
I'd probably go with when I came home on a Monday night, as drunk could be, I saw a house outside the door where my old horse should be. Well, I called my wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me who owns that horse outside the door where my old horse should be? Well, you're drunk, you silly fool, still you cannot see. That's a lovely sound that my mother said to me. Well, it's many day I travel 100 miles or more, but a sound where the saddle shore I never saw before.
That's very good. Can you do it in an Irish accent now, please?
Me? No,
yeah.
only for that song. You know what I mean?
Right,
that's all I'm looking for.
Great talent, Joe. Charlie, you got any that you want to share?
Hang on, there were 5 more nights. The song's called 7 Drunken Nights. I wasn't finished.
Well, and how would there be 5 then?
Because the last ones are quite dirty, apparently.
Oh, apparently.
It's like a bit of a myth as to what happened on Saturday and Sunday.
Ask no questions and I'll tell you no lies.
Yeah, thanks to Dubliners.
Right. If you had to nominate other lads in the squad that have talents, what are you putting them up there to do?
I'd like you to do an Italian buffet.
Yeah, I can cook you up something.
That would be really cool.
Yeah,
I'd like to see you with the hat, spinning things, making
Yeah.
Aperol spritz as well. That drinks are just as important at a dinner party as the food.
Yeah.
Don't forget that for the talent show. I'd like to see. What else would I like to see? I'd like to see bit like Youngie competes in Highland Games. Feel like that would be quite cool. So Youngie chucking the thing in the air over the rope and chucking wellies about. I think he'd really like that.
Yep.
I can imagine him, if you pitched it to him, he'd hate it and then he'd start doing it and quite enjoy it. I'd like to see. I think Connor Janney could probably breathe fire if he tried really hard.
Yep.
Cookie could just do loads of bicep curls. Just show us what he's really made of.
Yeah.
I'd really like to see who could do the most bicep curls, actually. But I'll obviously adjudicate it because I will obviously win.
Of course.
You don't put professionals in there with amateurs unless they're
No, it'd be unfair. It'd be unfair.
But if they're not
It's
licensed.
a really good question.
What would you give me, Joe?
What would I want you to do
Yeah.
as a talent?
Yeah.
I think it would be really cool if you did some trapeze with like hoops. So you're up on the tightrope and there's maybe fire and nails below, and you've got two hoops on your arms, and maybe you're balancing something on your head. And Chippy's at the bottom, breathing fire up at you,
Yeah.
and Youngie's chucking wellies over there,
Yeah.
and you're just going along the tightrope, doing your thing.
And I'm there in the corner. Aperol, sir?
You're making rolls, and I'm singing the Dubliners' Seven Drunken Nights, and it's the wildest dream I've ever had.
That's a good talent show right there. Let's make it happen.
All
I think
right.
it's more of a circus than a
Yeah.
talent show.
Also, Liam Dufton, I'd like to see him just do some live modelling.
Just
Just
catwalk.
live.
Yeah.
Just live.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
Just
get
see
him
him
in some
smolder
weird
for
clothes.
like hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just walking up and down until he can't walk anymore.
I
Just
like that.
walking. Yeah, that would be cool. And I'd love to see Kev arrest someone.
Yep.
That would be cool.
I'd love to see Lloyd just stand next to a donkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Lloyd have a race with an ostrich. That would be an interesting one.
I could, yeah.
Over what
Lloyd's
distance?
fast.
Lloyd can run. And next up, Stampy. And he just goes there,
What?
and that's the talent.
Yeah.
What
He's
do you
just
want me to do?
And what a talent. Good.
That'd be good.
Of starting players, if you could nominate some of our starting players to go into other sports, where would you push them and why? If you have to pick 5 players and you have to send them out to other sports to have that highest level of competition, who are you sending where and for
I've got
what?
a really obvious one.
Go on.
Jake Pryor, Timber Sports.
Yeah.
You know, the one where they chop the thing, put the wood in, get a bit higher. Unreal. I reckon that's probably a winner. I reckon Angus could be a good 4x100 medley swimmer.
Yeah. Long frame.
Yeah, frame, long arms.
Now, would he be doing all
what size
4?
his feet are. I don't know what his feet are like.
Would he be doing all 4 of those 100s?
Yeah, he's medley. He's bush.
4 buggusses. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it? Yeah, it's 4x100, isn't it? Or 4x50? I don't know. 4x100. Yeah, because you go there and back and then change. I don't know. I don't know if he's got big feet and or all of his fingers. If he's got big feet and fingers, then yeah, he's good to go.
Win, pun intended.
Stampy shot put because he looks like one of them.
Yeah.
He looks like that.
Just looks like shot put.
He looks like a shot put ball.
I like it. Right, I've got a question for you, Joe.
Yeah.
Right, hypothetically, you're captain for the day, captain of the first team of Market Raisin.
I am.
Yeah, you've got to give a motivational speech in the change rooms before the game. What sort of things you saying?
What sort of things?
Yeah.
Back yourself. Look around the room. It's rugby, especially like when you get to a level like what we're at. It's so about 1 to 15 putting it in. If not all 15 do it, it's buggered. You can't have one good player that's going to win a game. You know, it's got to be team effort.
Yeah.
I believe as well. Not that I want to debunk your question, but captains should have a little bit to say on a Saturday, but it should all be done in the week.
Pre-game.
Aggressive, nasty, throughout training. And then we get there on Saturday, got the headbands on, and we say, boys, we just do what we did this week.
We shouldn't have to. We shouldn't be worried about being up for it. We shouldn't be worried about making your hits. That should be pretty standard work. I think we should be talking about being excited in defence and then comms in, talking, and then specific tactics for the day. So if we know they've got a big runner, you say, okay, we know we're going to chop it, and we've all got our little plans. And then I like team talks in pods as well.
Yep.
So if I'm front rowing, I like to talk to my two props before and like to make sure I'm with them in the huddle and we know what we're doing. Okay, let's talk about our set piece. And I think you have mini unit conversations as well. I think that's important.
Joe,
Well, you're captain next year now. Whoops.
Joe,
Yeah.
got one for you. You've had a long, outstanding rugby career so far. How long have you been playing?
Since year 4,
So,
whatever old that is. 8 years old, is it?
So a long time. 16, 17 years.
Yeah.
What is your most memorable game or moment in your career so far?
That is a tough question. That is tough. When I was at school, from year 7 until year 13, playing for the first team is massive. They like do run throughs on a Friday lunchtime. So when you're growing up, all you want to do is play for the first team if you play rugby. Got to year 13, got in the first team, and we played against Oundle, local rivals, and we beat them first game of the season. That was pretty memorable. That was pretty fun. It's more any game where, as a team, we've all just absolutely smashed it. Do you know what I mean? And we've come through, and stuff's been amazing.
Any personal moments though that stick out for something you've done?
I scored 5 tries against Pinley once, but my name got in the paper. That was really cool, actually. My name got in the paper. Joe's 5-try haul helps beat Pinley or something like that.
Helped beat.
Huh?
Helped beat. How many tries did you score? If
They
5
scored,
tries only helped.
10. So
Well, there you go then.
no, they didn't. The ball just came my way, and I seemed to be in the right place every time I got the ball. It was pretty mega.
Nice.
That was like my second men's rugby game as well for Stanford, so that was pretty fun.
Nice.
That was cool. Literally.
Most memorable game. I don't know really. We had a couple of good games at university that I enjoyed as well. I was playing for the uni side. That was pretty good. We're going to run a couple of a good game that we do at uni is we do a clash of codes. So we play against the rugby league side, and then we play the first half league and the second half union, and you flip for it. That was pretty good. Yeah, that was just they were kind of good events as well, really.
Who was better at both?
Well, we won in my first year and third year and fourth year. We lost once. Not bitter about it. Some very questionable refereeing. Some very, very questionable refereeing. We're not bitter, lads. Lads of 2014. We're over it. Okay, so just don't worry about it.
Nice.
But no, they were good spectacles. They were pretty enjoyable. They were good to play in. They were just fun to be a part of. Looking back, it was that kind of thing. You've always got that rivalry at uni as well, and that kind of all league and union boys. But it was at the end of the day, we all play rugby, and it was just it was probably a good event. Looking back, they were probably good fun.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And we've got to mention beating Lincoln, second game of the season. Not necessarily the beating Lincoln part, but singing Left Outside Alone by Anastasia in the changing room
That was pretty nice.
Really, really cool, actually, after the Broncos.
Quite nice team cohesion.
Yeah, that was cool.
I like it. Mine was, thanks for asking.
What was yours, Harry?
My first ever senior rugby game when I was 17 was a cup final, and I scored the winning try.
Gosh.
For a self one. But just team games, I just love rugby. Like, every game's fun, even if we lose sometimes.
Do we want to talk about Saturday's performance? Do we want to talk about what we thought about Saturday?
If you'd like to. Let's do a Saturday recap before our game, shall we?
Talk us through it, Big Joseph. What happened?
Saturday, spent the first 60 minutes of it watching, which was mixed emotions. We just, I wouldn't call it complacency or arrogance. Don't know what I call it.
Sleepy.
Maybe a bit of stress, maybe a bit of nerves, maybe a bit of a lack of confidence in certain areas. I think with our new expansive way of playing, whether it be attacking or defending, We get caught in a trap of not backing yourself because you don't fully understand what's going on, when actually it's a very simple structure. And all it takes is just to have a look around outside you and do what everyone else is doing, basically.
Well, don't
so
do that.
sideline.
Hang on. Don't say that.
What?
That's not good advice. Do what everyone else is doing, because at the minute we're dropping the ball a lot.
If someone drops it, don't do that.
We're also doing a lot of high tackles.
Yeah.
And
We
missed
also do a lot of
tackles.
Also, don't do that. I'm talking more positionally.
Okay.
Defensive lines were a little bit dog-leggy, technical term. Whether that be due to people not wanting to tackle or what, I don't know. But I think we put together some really good rugby at times. People put hits in. People were switched on. The attacking shape in, I think it was maybe about 10 minutes in. We got the ball on the 10-meter line and just it was forwards play, back around the corner, forwards play, and then we did one right, and Youngie then made a break on the left. Unfortunately, it didn't result in a try. But you look at a 1-point loss, and you look at fine margins, and it's coming together. It's just little things that just need ironing out.
Yep, I like that. Personal performance, Joe?
Personal performance, well, I got dropped last week and played for the twos. I didn't have the best game for the twos, actually. If I was honest with myself, which I said to Cookie, I said, I don't really think I should be back in the ones because I wasn't that good. He gave me the opportunity to be on the bench, which was very nice. And then coming on from the bench is quite cool because you just come on and just send it for however long you've got, because you've got nothing to lose. You've come on, whatever the score is, you're out there for less time, so go mad, So came on, tried to do a bit here and there, missed a tackle at a restart, but that's been ironed out now, and scored a try, which was quite cool.
Did score a try from something we've been learning in training, so
yeah,
taking stuff from the training field onto the actual field.
Don't want to take credit for that, but that's the first message I sent when I saw the team sheet. Sent a message to Big Joe McDonnell and went,
what?
Oh no. That was so suspenseful.
And
so that was the message that I'd sent him.
That's a tactical Charlie Gray business move, that.
And then that's the price, lads. Non-negotiable. No, I sent a message to Joe McDonnell. Got a feeling. I just read my tea leaves, and it says Tony McDonnell try scored this weekend. It was a bit disappointing, wasn't it? Really, bit of for some reason we make everything really hard for ourselves. That's the most frustrating thing about it all. Everyone's going well. We do loads of really good stuff. We do 80% of the difficult work, and we do all the D in the trenches, and then going to knock teams backwards. We don't really get bullied by anybody. Knock back and then just miss one tackle and they go 40 meters, and it puts us back 20 minutes. And then we nick the ball, go back at them, look good, build play, and then we'll just give away a penalty.
Yep.
And we do all the hard work, and then.
Yeah,
that's the Raisin way, though, isn't it? You do all the hard work and the complicated stuff, and then the easy stuff tends to be not left behind, but you know what I mean.
I want to see a bit more action this weekend. We gave a lot of solutions on Saturday. Time to start backing it up with some actions on the pitch. Mansfield at home, because this will probably be out before Saturday. Mansfield at home, 3 p.m. kickoff, Willingham Road, LN8 3RE. The twos are away to Worksop. Don't know that address, unfortunately. 3 p.m. and the threes are away to Gainsborough at Roses Sports Ground in Gainsborough. If you'd like to go watch the threes, 3 teams out again. Absolutely amazing squad depth.
I went to Gainsborough the other day and saw the best name for a Chinese I've ever seen.
My Wang?
No, better. Walkstar. I thought that was incredible.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Good place.
Yeah. Is it good? It sounds good.
It's a place.
Yeah, I'll probably never go there.
Yeah.
But it's my favourite Chinese name so far.
Very
good.
Nice.
Nominal shout out for this Saturday to Mr. Fred Fenwick. He's getting married.
Indeed, yes.
So congratulations to the happy couple. Let's call them a couple. I don't know if they're happy or not.
Amazing to see that we've still got a full strength ones and twos, so he has not invited any of the rugby lads to the wedding.
No wonder.
He's invited no one.
No. Yeah,
I mean, Cookies had a word with him there.
Yeah.
We needed everyone available. Thank you, Fred.
Just get married on Sunday.
Fred was talking yesterday how he's trying to convince his bride to be that he could play in the morning and still make it for a 7 o'clock wedding. Oh yeah. If you could change one rule in rugby, you could add one rule or change one rule, what would it be?
So at school, we played this really fun game called the Goblin Game. I wouldn't change it. I think rugby's pretty bang on as it is, but the Goblin Game is one of my favourite variations of touch. So you've got two teams, and one lad is the Goblin, and he wears a bib, and he can go anywhere. And if you chuck the ball to the Goblin, that's where the play then starts from. So you can, obviously, you've got your teams playing. It doesn't work very well because I'm thinking. You got your two teams playing against each other. Goblin can go past the outside line. You can chuck it over the top. Defensive team's got to get back. Leads to some pretty fun rugby because it's all staggered and horrible. And it's called the Goblin Game as well.
So would you have that with two teams of 15 with a 16th as the Goblin, or would you just do something like
probably let just team when they meet with the ref before the game, they have to let the ref know who the Goblin is, and he wears a rainbow headband.
One Goblin per game.
Yeah, one Goblin. You can change your Goblin as well.
So
at halftime.
Okay.
There's one guy in a rainbow headband that's Goblin for 80 minutes and then plays rugby.
Yeah.
Is he allowed to play like normal and then be Goblin as well, or does he?
Yeah, if he receives the ball backwards, then he can, but when he goes down, he can't offload it or anything like that. He has to just go down and place, and then
he just has to go down. Goblin.
Yeah. If he catches it,
so it's not like a scrum restart. It's still live.
Pretty much, yeah. It's like a ruck restart. He has to go down and just lay there until everyone gets there.
Okay.
Great game.
Yeah, sounds good.
Why shouldn't you walk around Ukraine with your fly undone?
Please.
Chernobyl fallout.
Listen, this is a political, this political climate.
Yeah. But it's only about getting your knob out.
Oh, well, when you put it like that, what's a little genocide? Well put. And
just a bit of knob.
Did you get that? Your application as foreign minister. How did that?
Yeah, not got back to me. Probably signing off with that joke didn't set me in good stead. I thought it would maybe show how brave I am in the face of adversity.
Dark humour. You got to laugh. Boys, you got to laugh.
Got to have a laugh at yourself. If you can't laugh at yourself, you'll cry.
So for the viewers, we have got a position in rugby with different attributes all made up from different animals. Was that explained well enough, Charlie?
Well, I'll tell you now, I haven't prepared anything, so I'm preparing it while you're speaking. So if you explain it properly, I'll understand what's going on.
Shall I do mine first, and you can
Please.
sort of... Okay.
I've prepared better than anyone.
Okay, well, I'll just say...
Well, I easily had the best team last week, and nobody gave me any...
You had the best back row.
The F1 pick through was unbelievable.
You had the best back row.
Nobody wanted it, mate.
That back
Then
row was good.
Harry Lightfoot turned up, and I'd put a judo guy in there. Oh, all right, mate.
I
Boring.
put a sumo wrestler and prop that you didn't think of. So
yeah, I didn't think of that. That was good, to be fair.
That was my only good one.
That was good. All taking it very seriously, going into the genetics. Norwegian strongman.
Yeah, it's important though.
Yeah, well.
Sometimes got to be specific.
Well, then he was a Japanese F1 pit crew. Okay.
Why Japanese?
Oh, reliable. They got Honda. They got all the teams out there. Them boys are mega.
I might have just done something that could get me in trouble, so don't post that bit.
What?
I did a Chinese face when you said Honda, and Honda with a Chinese accent. So let's just leave that bit out.
You would have got away with it if it wasn't for the admitting, because I didn't notice anything.
And also, I did just say Chinese when we were talking about Japanese as well.
And that mixed with the Ukraine thing's probably enough to put him away, gents.
I'm keeping this in.
Sorry.
Yeah, but actually, in a game of political politics, you being pro-homosexual and in fact a known fan of Goblin, Rainbow Goblin,
Big gobbler.
yeah, will probably offset any damage you have done.
Probably, yeah.
I don't mean to hurt anyone's feelings. Sometimes it's just funny.
Just got a good chat, you Joe.
Make those jokes.
Well,
Anyway.
you are a bit of a wok star. These things happen, don't they?
I'm not going to do the face again.
And so,
That's it. The game. I will start. Okay, so I'll name the. I'll just go one by one. For the rugby player's brain, I've gone with the orca. They're very tactical in how they kill prey and how they attack.
What position? What position has it got to play?
I've gone outside centre.
All right, let's all do an outside centre then, eh?
Oh, I went for inside centre.
I'll do inside centre then as well.
Well, mine's pretty versatile, so I feel like I can play anywhere.
Yeah, mine as well. But anyway,
And AI generated a picture of him as well.
we can show that at the end, can't we?
I'm going to build one of them later. That's very nice work. I didn't think of that. Very good work.
Brain, orca. Shoulders, gorilla. Big, baldy. Arms, octopus. Who wouldn't have 8 arms playing rugby? Can catch the. Should hopefully catch the ball every time.
Yeah.
Slippery then.
Legs, I went racehorse. Big legs, big and fast. Nice. Mentality, I went wolves. Wolf pack. Got a good mentality to kill. Strength, I went a grizzly bear. Not a polar bear, sorry, Joe. I do think a polar bear would beat a grizzly bear in a fight, but grizzly bear was the first one that came into mind. For agility, I went hummingbird. This is from Google, so I'm not sure how agile they are, but they're
Bloody
very
agile.
agile. And for speed, I went sailfish. Sailfish can actually swim 68 miles per hour. So,
Well, that's great if you're playing in water.
Yeah.
No, you have
I
the
would
speed of a
smoke that
sailfish. I'm not a sailfish. I've got the speed of a sailfish.
Angus Thompson would probably outswim that.
Yeah. Over four times 100, yeah.
Yeah. If the fish has to do 4 different strokes.
Yeah. You have to do the turn though as well.
Yeah. The flip. Yeah, 100%. And that's my player.
Go on, Joe. Also, what you got?
Can I change my wallpaper?
Please.
Please.
It doesn't get all of it in.
It looks great.
I'm not going to tackle that thing. That's for sure. Brain, dolphin, renowned, one of the cleverest animals in the world, and they communicate really well with.
Yes.
They just click, don't they?
Shoulders, gorilla.
Nothing.
No-brainer.
Nothing. Can't get anything in here.
Their shoulders are just what?
I said they just click, don't they? I said they just click.
Right. Shoulders, gorilla, no brainer, just absolute units.
Yeah.
Arms, polar bear. Like, if you're at 12 and a polar bear's cut in and you're getting slashed up by those claws, you're just not going to fancy it again, are you?
Yeah,
And the
I like
big
that.
arms. Legs, specifically the back legs of a donkey, because
Good kick.
on my Instagram reels at the minute, I'm seeing a lot of bulls and donkeys and things getting a bit close with people, and it's tough viewing, but someone's got to do it. Yeah, I've seen some donkeys do some things. Mentality is such like a white bitch rugby answer, but I've gone with the honey badger because it's just aggressive. It's just nasty.
Yeah.
I like that.
Strength, I went with the humble ant
Yeah, very good.
because I've been picked up by an ant before and it wasn't fun. Took me across the garden.
Did she buy you a drink first?
Just couldn't quite get me down the hole. So luckily I didn't get to see where the rest of that story went. But yeah, it carried me across the garden the other summer when I fell asleep out there. And it was scary. It was scary waking up not where I was when I went to sleep. Agility, I've gone with the bald eagle because I've seen it in real life. For a big animal, those things can move, and it's weird. I just watched it take off. You know, when you imagine a bald eagle's going to take off, you think it's going to take some flapping and some jumping and maybe a couple of steps, like a crow. Crow's got to take a couple of steps to take off, hasn't it? Not the bald eagle. The bald eagle just takes off. It's ridiculous. And then they can change direction pretty fast. It's rather scary, actually. Bald eagle. And then the speed of Peregrine Falcon, because it was on Top Gear and it just started smoking pigeons at like 200 mile an hour. That's pretty cool. And if it's going to be that tough at 200 mile an hour, getting to the back of a pigeon, that's pretty impressive.
Yep, I agree. Charles,
and it looks something like that.
It does look scary, to be fair to you.
Also, I've made it rugby specific as well. That one's got a rugby ball.
I like it.
I don't. I'm going to have some dreams about that thing. That is horrible.
Very good.
Charles.
Right, we're taking a brain.
Do you want me to list the thing and then you list the animal?
One at a time. I'll go quick fire. Come on. Lean them out. Crow.
Shoulders.
I don't mean the animal crow. I mean crowbar. I mean our crowy.
Oh, okay.
Curly.
What, for brain?
Say him.
For brain?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Shoulders.
I'd take Crowy Burr again.
Yeah, okay. Arms.
Probably take Crowy.
Legs.
Is it left leg or right leg?
Third leg.
It's gonna have to be Lloyd, isn't it then?
I know.
Bigger than Crow's leg.
I know both legs.
Oh, both legs. Come on, let me think of an animal then. I'll take a leopard. What are you boys doing with other things like that? Taking a cheetah, mate.
Okay. Mentality.
I've seen a leopard get a crocodile out of the water before.
Yeah, it's going to jack you up.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, it's got legs. It's got strong legs.
Nice.
Let's think. Oh, do you know what I take for arms? I take one of them little underwater mantis shrimp. They give that.
Oh
give
yeah,
that
the
massive
really hard punch.
What a fucking handoff that is. So I don't know if you can swear on a podcast. What a flipping handoff that is.
I think we've sworn a few times. It's fine.
With the old mantis punch.
Yeah, I like
Can we
that.
not swear?
I think we've sworn a few times.
Sorry.
Fuck it.
It's
Then
okay.
what's next?
Mentality.
Mentality. Ooh. With the wolfhounds, I'd take wolf. Go on then.
Strength.
Strength. The ant answer was nice, bit scientific, but it was very nice. Mass. I'm gonna take an elephant.
Agility.
Agility. I'd take like a wasp, something like that.
Hate those.
Speed.
Speed. I've got the legs of a cheetah. I take an ostrich. Think of that knee lift when it's running at you as well. Them knees coming up.
Knees.
Bam, have that.
Not bad for on the spot, Charlie.
Cheers, mate.
And a big leg for Lloyd.
Hmm.
I like it.
3 o'clock. Get yourselves down there.
Yep. 3 o'clock.
Make sure-
Mansfield.
What teams are at home? Just the ones.
Just the ones.
All right. Well,
First team at home
Oh.
versus Mansfield. Willingdon Road.
but we should probably put this on blast. We are trying to have a knees up in the bar after the game on Saturday. We're coming out for absolute blood on Saturday. This is jokes aside. Public service announcement. We are coming out absolutely frothing. Especially up front. Everyone's pretty upset about last Saturday, so there's going to be some fireworks, and then there's promised copious amounts of alcohol afterwards. Not if you're driving though. Copious amounts of alcohol afterwards, and Joe's promised to do some gobbling as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to do
and
probably
sing
some
Irish songs.
Yeah.
I can't stay for the whole knees up. But it's important to note while we're on the topic of PSAs that it's also vitally important when you're getting drunk after a rugby match to stay hydrated. Probably come off the pitch and have a few more electrolytes or a couple of pints of water.
Yep.
After your curry, between a couple of pints, just keep chucking a bit of water in there. It's quite important.
Yeah, very much so.
And-
And if you can't afford a bottle of water, there is a thing called Klarna that you can do.
You can Klarna bottles of water these days.
Klarna bottles of water.
Yeah, 3 payments of £1 and 5p. It's expensive water.
It is, yeah.
High
Boys,
quality H2Co.
boys,
All that.
thank you very much for the podcast. My co-host Charlie Gray over to the left, Terry, Joe, Big Joe, McDonnell in the centre. Thank you, boys, for joining us on episode 2 of The Rain and Pain. And for whichever team you're selected for,
Thanks for having me.
good luck on Saturday.